So I'm gonna do some bag mapping or my irons and wedges with the R50. Really all that means is I'm gonna use their driving range and the Home T Hero app to get my averages and deviation. I do have it set to 70 degrees, but my elevation and 50% humidity. I want actually the driving range screen up there, but I'm not sure why it's not showing up. I'm not sure if once I hit that'll change. First, I'm going to hit a couple 7-irons just to kind of get warmed up. So these ones I'm not really worried about at all. Like I said, I'm just trying to get a little loose right now. I don't like that it's on that screen though. I want it to be the ball flight screen. That was kind of weird how I was finally able to get the view I wanted. I had to mirror the R50 display so that I got that view and then stop mirroring it. I don't know why I can't just choose this view to begin with. But I have it now. I also added where actually I'm gonna have like my averages and deviation on my data tiles. I'm gonna start mapping my clubs now. I'm gonna start with my 7-iron, but I'm gonna try and do all my irons and wedges. Definitely further left than I would have liked. A lot happier with that one. So that's going to be my 5 shots with my 7-iron. I'm going to switch to my 9-iron now. I do kind of wish I could change the color of the lines. I don't know if there's a way to do that or not. At least no way I can see directly. That one I hit fat. I'll probably go and delete that one later because that was not an average shot. It might be good to keep it, but for my purposes right now, I'm going to delete that one. Really not going out to the right like I need to be. That was another one that wasn't great, kind of a toe hit. It was okay, but I'm still not really happy with that one. I'm gonna hit one more 9-iron. So So when you're bag mapping, you don't only want to take your good shots, you do want to take some of your bad shots too, so you can get a good average of your distance. But that one from a few shots ago was bad enough that I don't want to include that one. So I'm going to delete that one, but I'm going to keep some of these. All right, now I'm going to switch to my 48-degree gap wedge. And one other thing to say is the clubs that I have on here, I set up on the Garmin Golf app, so it automatically took the clubs I had in my bag and put them onto the R50. Looks like I just want to go left today, and that usually happens when I'm not going out towards first base like I need to be doing. That was a lot better. That one wasn't as good, I kind of hit it fat. There's two of them in a row that hit a little fat now. And I pulled it because I didn't go towards first base. So I'm not happy with quite a few of these hits right now, but it's good to get these averages. That one was off the toe quite a bit. Can even see it on the impact camera there. Just gonna grab one more with my gap wedge and then switch to another club. That was even worse. I lied, one more. I want to end on a good one with the gap wedge. Alright, that one I was happy with. Now I'll switch to my 5-iron. Not hitting these so great so far. That was a lot better one. I just moved the ball up a little forward in my stance. Went a little left, but I was happy with that contact. that's what I'm going to end on for now. I'll share my Home T Hero stats and that screen recording at the end of this video. Okay, so now it's the end of the day, and you can see my practice session from today as well as some past ones. I like right away you can see how many shots I hit and how many clubs I used. I had intended on actually hitting more clubs today, but I ran out of time, so I only did 4 clubs. But what's kind of nice is they're not any of the clubs I did yesterday, so I could combine the two to get my averages for my bag mapping. There isn't an actual bag mapping feature built in. For me, it was just getting my distances for my clubs. If I click on my practice session from yesterday, you can see my 8-iron, pitching wedge, and sand wedge. And we'll look at my average carry on sand wedge is 98, pitching wedge 131, 8-iron 150. Now if I go to today's session, you have kind of the overview there. But I can click on this and you can see my 5-iron I have at 171. There were some hits that weren't that great in there. 7-iron was at 160. 9-iron was at 137, and gap wedge was at 112. I did say there was that one I wanted to delete. Let me see if I can find that one here. I believe it was at 124-yard 9-iron. It looks like I had another 127 one in there too. So I'm going to delete those two. The 124 and the 127. As I mentioned earlier in the video, you probably really shouldn't be deleting any shots, but I'm kind of doing this here to show you how you can do this and delete it. It looks like you can actually even change the club if you had the wrong club. That's kind of nice. I did not know you could do that. But for this one, I'm just going to delete those 2 shots. Hit delete, hit save. So if you do that, it can't be undone. Video and stats. I'm kind of curious what the video means. Let me click that. Okay, so if you actually click on the shot, I did not know this. You can see the shot there. So this one was carried 150, 22 yards left. It looks like you can even get all... This is kind of cool. I did not know all this was in here. So you can get all the data that the R50 gives you. You can see the ball impact. This is really cool. I did not know you could do all this. Swing playback. It looks like I don't have anything connected for that, but if I did, I'm guessing that's where that video would be. But this is really cool. So not only can I see the shot, the total distance, the carry distance, the total deviation, a picture of it. You can get looks like the overhead view or the point of line view. You can add notes to it. You can delete it. Not sure what that 1 means. Maybe that was my first shot. Okay, so that's what that means, is what shot it is. But then if you click this here, this is really cool. As I said before, I didn't know I had all this information saved. I really like that. One thing I do wonder is if there would be a way to export this data for something like the Shot Pattern app, or if I would have to just manually enter that in. Again, this ball impact one is another really cool one. One thing that I haven't seen anyone but really Skytrack do, which I wish I could see, is like what the optimal launch angle is. I've seen Skytrack do that where it kind of gives you optimal ranges for where you want to be. And that's one thing I wish I could see on other devices. I am kind of wondering here, what this blue and orange stuff means. That I really don't know. I wish I had a better understanding of why some were blue or some were orange. Let me see if I can find another one here. Let's go to the gap wedge that I thought I hit well.
Okay, so it looks like it's kind of got the same information. Orange for the same data fields and blue for the same data fields. Again, I don't know why they're blue or why they're orange. I kind of wish I knew that. But yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with this compared to what I thought I was going to get. I thought I was just going to be using my averages here with my like average carry. I do like that you get a min and max. Like I said in my other video, I do wish I could kind of get my like deviation spread within my averages here. But I can get that by actually going down to the shot list. I just can't see that right up here like I would like. Overall, I'm more impressed with this than I was yesterday when I looked at it. I wonder, just out of curiosity now. Okay, there's nothing for me when I do my round I played at Star Ranch, but I also only had ball data then. I'm just looking at my stats from yesterday. Okay, again, it's the same information. I do ball flight there. I have that. Was that in the other one? It might have been. Probably was. Okay, yep. So it's all there. So you get spin, ball flight, top, side. Again, this is really cool. I did not know all this was here yesterday. Sorry if I keep repeating myself. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of this. And before I do that, actually, what I was planning on kind of using for the bag mapping is either having in my head or writing something down. I already kind of have an idea, but as I'm working on my swing, my distances are changing. So I kind of have my sand wedge at 98, pitching wedge at 130, 8-iron at 150. And then I go from today's session and look at 5-iron 170, 7-iron 160, 9-iron 139, gap wedge 112. So I still have, I believe, my 6-iron and I have a 60-degree wedge, but I also just got a 58-degree wedge. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use yet. And then I also have my driver, 3-wood, 5-wood, and 7-wood. I just don't know if I'm going to do those ones in my garage or if I'm going to find somewhere else to do those because I'm just not quite comfortable hitting those clubs in my garage yet.